What's up, guys? Colorado Sports View here. There's really no better time to be an Avalanche fan than right now. What a performance from the Colorado Avalanche. They beat the Arizona Coyotes, who were playing well after those back-to-back games in San Jose, and they just slapped them silly. 9-3 Avalanche. This game could have been more than 10, honestly. What a game. For real. Yeah, so it started, back and forth play, like 4 minutes, first 3 minutes, and, Jonas Donskoi kicks off the scoring, and we're going to talk a lot more about him. What a night for Jonas Donskoi. Jonas Donskoi gets the goal from Tyson Jost and Samuel Girard at 15:56, puts the Avs up 1-0. And then they score another goal like 20 seconds later from Andrei Burakovsky on a beautiful feed from Nazem Kadri. And Samuel Girard also gets an assist. Great goal from Andrei Burakovsky. He had a nice night as well. The Avalanche are just firing on all cylinders. Then something kind of weird happens after the face-off, and they score a goal from Michael Bunting. It was a second career goal, but it was a really weird goal because it came right off the face-off and was very unexpected. But they score a goal, and it makes it 2-1, maybe a little more interesting, right? And, it doesn't, from here, the Avalanche, that doesn't really affect them at all, as Pierre-Edouard Bellemare rips one past Adin Hill, 14:24, at 14:24 in the first period. Absolute snipe from Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. He's playing a lot better. That would make it 3-1. And then Donskoi scores another goal. He stuffs it past Adin Hill. Now it's 4-1 Colorado, and Jonas Donskoi has 2 goals. Jonas Donskoi is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated players. He came from San Jose, and I think it was a really good move. He didn't really get enough, he didn't get enough credit and love in San Jose, and he's a really good player with the puck. He's really good. He is really good, Deeks, and he's really good with the puck, and he knows what he's doing. And he's been red hot this past week. Crazy. So then it's 4-1, and they pull Adin Hill. And this is only like 5 minutes into the period, and Adin Hill's already pulled, and there's already a 4 spot on him. Crazy. Then the Coyotes would take a penalty, and their rookie goaltender, I don't remember what his name is, but Jonas Donskoi gets the hat trick goal at 12:29. Like, wow, man. 7 minutes and 30 seconds is all it took for Jonas Donskoi to get a hat trick. And he could have had more than 3 goals, too. There were some opportunities later in the game, but he had a 4-point night as well. Crazy game from Donskoi. Dude, Donskoi is so good, and he's so underrated. He's a great, player on this Avalanche team, and, he's very valuable to us. What a game from Donskoi. Hat trick, 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. It's just crazy to think about. And that would kind of be, the scoring would kind of slow down from there. The refs were trying to even it up. This is what I don't like about the NHL reffing, is the refs are trying to even it up, and they start giving the Coyotes a crap ton of power plays. And after about like 3 or 4 power plays, the Coyotes will finally cash in. So the Coyotes do finally cash in. I don't exactly remember who it was. It was OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, from Lawson Krause on the power play. So it's just getting ridiculous at this point. And Arizona's getting even more power plays. It's just like, what is happening? And then John Hayden takes a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct when there's 0 seconds left in the period. So the Avalanche would start the second period on a power play. And there's really not a lot that happens. Arizona is kind of playing well in this starts out the period pretty well, and they would end up getting a power play goal by Connor Garland, kind of a lucky bounce, but Garland gets a goal, and it's 5-3 all of a sudden. It's like, whoa, what's happening here? But because Gabriel Landeskog is our captain, and he's insane, he snipes it. Apparently, it's listed as shorthanded, but an absolute snipe from Gabriel Landeskog. And that's a big goal because the Coyotes were pushing and the Avalanche respond. Gabriel Landeskog got his jersey on, the captain. Great night from him tonight. He would get another goal as well. It's crazy stuff. Then the third period starts and the Avalanche just get going again. And they wouldn't allow the Coyotes to get any more goals. About 6 minutes in, Mikko Rantanen scores his 21st goal in the season to tie Connor McDavid. Just crazy. He's tied for second of the leading goal scorers, 3 behind Matthews. Mikko Rantanen is an absolute beast, assisted by Nathan MacKinnon and Devon Taves. We'll talk about Nathan MacKinnon a little bit later. But basically, apparently we got another shorthanded goal. What? Okay, this might be wrong, but apparently the Avs got 2 shorthanded goals tonight. I don't know if that's the right stat or something, but it might be wrong. But the Avalanche did another shorthanded goal, apparently, from Gabriel Landeskog. So apparently he could have scored 2 shorthanded goals tonight. I don't know. I'll have to check the stream out again and see if that actually happened. But I might have not been paying attention if we were shorthanded. But that makes it 8-3. Gabriel Landeskog gets a 2 spot. And then Andre Burakovsky gets a second from Jonas Donskoi to make it 9-3. And Jonas Donskoi completes his 4-point night. He had the hat trick, obviously, but dude, 9-3. I thought we were gonna get a 10 spot for a second. I was like, wow. So Aiden Hill allowed 5 goals, and the new guy, I can't remember his name, he allowed 5 goals. Not a great night to be an Arizona goaltender, that's for sure. Wow. But yeah, that would pretty much do it. But before that goal, this is what's really interesting. Nathan MacKinnon and Connor Garland get into a little bit of a scrap. The Avs don't like Connor Garland. They really don't. There was one point, this season where we were playing them, and Gabriel Landeskog, Connor Garland was face washing him, and Gabriel Landeskog just threw him to the ground. Obviously, Connor Garland isn't a very big guy, so it's pretty easy to do that too. But Nathan MacKinnon is just bodying Connor Garland, and they get into a little bit of a scrap, and obviously Nathan MacKinnon's overpowering him because he's just a powerful man. Nathan MacKinnon rips off his helmet, and I don't know if this was, obviously there was some intent here, but he throws the helmet back towards Connor Garland and it hits him, and Connor Garland obviously wasn't expecting it and has a reaction. And we'll see what the league does about it. I'm guessing the league won't be thrilled, but it's not a good look for Nathan MacKinnon. Hopefully there's no suspension. Hopefully it's just a fine or no fine. But I really hope that, Nathan MacKinnon doesn't have to sit because he got a game misconduct. I really, really hope it's going to be all fine for Nathan MacKinnon because you really don't want to see your top player out because of, a suspension. And keep in mind, he won Lady Bing last year, so it's not a great look for Nathan MacKinnon. But obviously, he's got to do what he's got to do sometimes. And, Connor Garland has been ticking the Avs off a little bit, so I kind of understand it. But anyway, the Avs beat the Arizona Coyotes 9-3. What a game from the Avalanche. And I didn't mention this. They take first place in the West Division, 1 point over Vegas, and they reach 50 points, tied with 3 or 4 other teams at the top of the other divisions. So we are tied for the most points in the league now, and we are 1 point ahead of Vegas because they lost tonight to Kings. Thank you, Kings, for that. But great game for the Avalanche, and we're first place in the West. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.